Hello everybody, my name is Luchara, and this is Teamfight Manager. More specifically, this is Teamfight Manager 1.2 patch. It was a major patch, came out last night, so we're going to talk about the patch. The most important thing is new champions added. 7 new champions: Gunner, Illusionist, Shadowmancer, Cook, Exorcist, Clown, Ogre. We will go in game later and check out what these champions do specifically and take them for a test run, but let's just look at the rest of the patch notes for now. 11 kinds of new traits have been added. We will see if we can get a look at some of these new traits in game as well. Modified so that 2 new champions are added even after 4v4. Okay, so every patch will be 2 new champions. History tab has been added where you can check team season and all-time records. That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. Function has been added where you can check individual league rankings and kills and assists. Okay, so you can see how close you are to winning the most kills or most assist rewards. Function has been added where players can speak out their opinions in the locker room. That will be interesting. Function has been added where you can give feedback on players' remarks in the locker room. Also interesting. So this is going back more to what it used to be like. Basically, anybody played the 1.0 version before 1.1. Between every game, even in a set, you do a little speech in the locker room. And then they took that out. So now it's kind of bringing back some of that. Incidents such as global ban, etc. have been added. Oh. So like if Ghost or whatever gets too OP, it can just be globally banned? That's interesting. Function has been added to champion details where you can check champions' default stats and stat changes due to the current patch. That is awesome. That is awesome. So you can be like, okay, you know, there's been a lot of patches. Where is this champion at now compared to when it came in? Especially if you play New Game Plus with like regular or big patches. That's awesome. Anything, all this, any extra stats, stat tracking, stat keeping is awesome. Function has been added to champion statistics where you can check various statistics by arranging them in a certain order. Second ban stage was added to the ban and pick rules when the total number of champions reaches or exceeds 30. That is awesome. I was asking for that. Whenever I heard they were planning to add a whole bunch new champions, I said, well, we're going to need another ban stage. And so that's awesome. And changes and improvements. UI has been changed so you can see champion stat details during the ban and pick stage. Awesome. Formula for calculating players' contract removal fees has been partially modified. Okay. Wonder if they're going to be more expensive or cheaper overall. We will see. Players and coaches' names are displayed in the locker room. Okay. Japanese language added. And a couple bug fixes. A bug where certain champion information was not displayed under certain conditions has been fixed. A bug where the amount of damage was overcalculated has been fixed. Perfect. All right, so that is the patch. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to start a new game plus with all champions included. I'm probably not going to switch anything up. We'll put it 4v4, I guess. And we will go in here and we will take a look at the new champions. I will be back with that information. All right, so let's take a look at these new 7 champions. So we got a marksman, 2 mages, 2 supports, an assassin, and a warrior. That's a pretty good balance, I think. So, all right, so let's take a look at the gunner here. No, let's take a look at the gunner here. 20 attack, 1.33 attack speed, 80 range. I feel like that's low base attack, but that's really high attack speed, I think. I'll compare it to like some of the other marksmen here after we take a look. Gunner is a ranged dealer who can attack on the move, effective in attacking while making fun of the enemy. Okay, but attack skills from one spot are poor. Okay, so it likes to move around, obviously. Attacks while moving. For every 3rd attack, fires a bullet which slows down enemies. Okay, so this is a passive. That is not a skill, that is a passive. So it's always on the move. So he could be good against assassins. Kind of like how Archer is better than Sniper against assassins. And every 3rd bullet slows an enemy. He has pretty high attack speed. So that could be good with Dual Blader, right? Because that's going to count as CC. All right, let's see the ultimate. Quickly fires at all the enemies. 1 bullet each. Hits with a certain percentage. Those who are hit die instantaneously. Okay, so what is the certain percentage? All right, well, we will have to try the gunner out. Because I'm really curious about this alt. So 20 attack, 1.33 attack speed, 80 range. I'm just going to compare that to, say, the Archer, Sniper, and Gambler. So yeah, It's half as much attack, but double the attack speed and less range. So the archer has more range. I believe these are the same. About sniper. About the same, yeah. Less range again. Sniper is really squishy. So yeah, it's more similar to archer than sniper, I would say. Yeah, but it's less range than those other marksmen. What about the boomerang hunter? Yeah, it has 80 range, so it's slightly more range than the boomerang hunter. Because the boomerang hunter almost needs to get right in there, right? He's almost a melee. He's barely a range, in my opinion. That's interesting. That seems like something I would use. All right, so let's take a look at the Illusionist. Illusionist is a mage who absorbs enemies' attacks by creating apparitions. Brings advantage to allies who are battling using force. Okay, so 20 attack, 1 attack speed, 100 range. So again, that's low base attack, I feel like, but high attack speed. Fairly squishy, but I believe that's pretty standard for a mage. All right, so not a passive. It's every 3.4 seconds. Produces an apparition of a chosen enemy. The apparition shares part of its damage with the original body. Okay. And then the ultimate is produces apparitions of all the allied champions. Apparitions attack possess only normal skills. Okay. That seems like a good ultimate, doesn't it? Like, how long do they last? Till they're killed? Can they be healed? You know what I mean? Like, does this work with, say, Bard ultimate? Another one I'm going to have to take for a test drive. That's pretty good, though, I think. All right, so let's take a look at the Shadowmancer. This is really low at base attack, isn't it? What are the other mages' base attacks? Well, I guess it's only 20 there. 15. What about Pyro? Yeah, Pyro 45. Yeah, that's what I thought. What about Necro? 20. Yeah. All right, so Shadowmancer. Shadowmancer is a mage who changes battle scenarios by creating resurrection spots. Shortens the distance from the enemies for allies with low mobility. Okay, I'm not sure what this means. Seems more like a support than a mage, though, kind of. Resurrects all the allies that have turned into shadows. Okay, so I'll have to take this for test drive to see how it actually works. Produces a shadow at a place where an ally has died. When dead allies are resurrected, they are resurrected at the shadow spots. Oh, so this is a passive. They don't have an ultimate. So every 5 seconds they resurrect. That seems really good. I mean, I know she doesn't have good base attack, but that seems good. I'm not gonna like going against this. All right, Cook, support. That is a really high base attack for a support. Really low attack speed, though. Another healer. Cook is a healer who can heal allies over a long period of time. Doesn't possess attacking abilities. Okay. Potential recovery is high, but an ally may not fully benefit from the recovery when killed. Gives a lunchbox to an ally. When allies' HP runs low, lunchbox consumption restores HP. Okay. Every 5.5 seconds. Okay. That seems fairly tanky. Gives recovery to all allies per time. Enhances allies' movement speed and amount of recovery. So it seems kind of more similar to Priestess, obviously. 4180, though. I feel like that's a lot tankier than Priestess, isn't it? Yeah. So it's like a tanky Priestess. But not a monk, hopefully. Because we know how I feel about monk. But yeah, it's almost as tanky as monk. Alright, so I'm curious to try that as well. Exorcist also a support. Exorcist is a champion with an ability to negate opponents' crowd control skills. Has decent tanking abilities, yeah, indeed. Effective against champions from mage and assassin category. Okay, so negates crowd control. Negates one of the crowd control affecting the allies. Every 3 seconds. Deals damage at random enemies. The damage is proportional to the number of times the skill was used. I don't understand this. What skill? How many times the enemy has used a skill? How many times he's used this skill? Another one we will have to try, but seems potentially good. Like if you're against like Knight and Ice Mage and Archer and Executioner and, you know, stuff like that, all CC heavy stuff, just boom, bring him in. I feel like he's tanky enough and does enough damage that is enough utility. But that's just looking at it from the outside. All right, the Clown is an assassin. I hate assassins. Clown is an assassin with a conditionally powerful dashing ability, effective when used with a champion who fights in the enemy territory. So he marks an enemy with the lowest HP. And then what? I don't understand. And then goes after them? I don't know. Oh, okay. Ultimate is a passive, so that's okay. That's where the mark comes in. When the marked enemy receives damage, dashes towards the enemy and stuns. Oh, okay. So every 3 seconds. She looks like can do that. It's pretty good stats. Squishy. I mean, it's an assassin. Okay. That seems good though. I mean, the stun. I wonder how long the stun's for. She's going to be annoying, I think. And last but least, Ogre. Ogre has high attacking and tanking abilities but low mobility. Effective against enemies with melee attacks. That is really tanky, is it not? That's a lot of damage but low attack speed. Strikes the opponent with force and stuns every 3 seconds. Its ultimate is a passive. Fixes movement speed at 1. Every time it's attacked, max HP increases by 1. Max HP? Okay, so when it dies, though, does that reset? I wonder. I mean, even if it does, I mean, it's OP if it doesn't reset when he dies, right? Because he'd be unkillable late in the match. But even if it does reset, if you have a healer, like this with Priestess would just never die. 3250, like... Well, I guess it's... Okay. It's about equivalent to Shield Bearer. More HP, but less defense than Shield Bearer and Knight, right? What about... I'll say Fighter. Yes, his defense isn't high, but he has a lot of HP. A lot of HP. That's interesting. But 1 speed, that seems really slow. Like, what does the Berserker have? Berserker has 3 speed, and Berserker's pretty slow. Actually, a lot of things have 3 speed, but does anything have less than 3 speed other than the Ogre? No. So yeah, he's going to be pretty slow. But I am going to I'm going to jump into a game. I'm going to see if I can select as many of these new champions as possible, and we will see how it goes. All right, so I'm in pick spans here, so I just want to point out some differences. So you can see all the stats now on a champion, which is nice. You couldn't before. And so because we have all the champions active, there is a second ban step. So it goes pick. So you ban twice, then pick, double pick, and then the second ban phase. So they took Vampire, which I hate. I hate going against stupid Vampire. So what do we want to ban here? Swordsman, whatever. We don't care. Ultimately. Gambler. All right. So we want what? We want another CC and we want Cook. So let's get Cook first. Preferably another tank CC. So we want probably either Knight or Executioner or Fighter. They are all tanks with CC. Do we have enough damage? Well, none of those tanks do a lot of damage. So let's grab Executioner or Knight. No, he has Ghost. We better go Knight. He has multiple assassins. So we will see how this goes. I'm legitimately curious. We'll see how much damage the Dual Blader does, how often the Dual Blader uses her ability. It'll kind of tell us some things about if the gunner is actually CC or not. So it looks like the Ghost is starting to eat us alive here. Ooh. Okay. So that one-shot everybody. The gunner one-shot everybody with his ult there. Absolutely everybody. All right, so let's see if we can watch the Cook here. That seems like a lot of healing for this point in the game, doesn't it? Seems good. I mean, they got 3 kills on me. 4 now. Yeah, up to 6, but still. Always got multiple ghouls out. That's why we're starting to run into problems here. But no, that worked pretty well. That feels like a lot of damage. That feels like a lot of heals. So I think that's a pretty good team. So I like the marksman and I like the cook. All right. I will be back to test out some of the other new ones. Before I test out some more new ones, so after that very first match, we go into the locker room and Chaser says, I'm not sure I am doing well. So I can respond, you were doing great, be confident. You did what was required of you. Honestly, that was below par. How many times do I have to tell you that was really bad? Let's go, you were doing great, be confident. And he liked it. All right, so see, that is more like what the game used to be before they changed it. I think I like it. I mean, it's, I don't know, it might get old if it's after every game, I guess, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. All right, so I'm just gonna ban out some annoying stuff like Ghost and Devil here, and then I'll pick some of the new guys. Oh, they banned Gunner already. All right, Gunner OP. I will be back. All right, so this time this is really just an ogre test. Oh my god, it is really slow. So you're gonna want a second tank. Is it even gonna get in there to be relevant? Okay, now it's relevant. So will they ever kill it now? Because I do have the healer. I do have the Shrine Maiden. I guess I could have taken the cook again for the sake of the test. Oh, they are going to kill it. Okay. But is it going to come back stronger next time? So I don't even know. So the knight alted. So there's extra icons now as well. That was also part of the patch, which I like. Okay, they've killed the ogre a couple times now. Arrow alt. No, I don't think I like the ogre. That slow speed is not cool. He's not really doing much damage. I'm winning this because of Pyro. I think I missed Pyro because of my current New Game Plus playthrough. There's no Pyro yet. I just want to take Pyro. All right. So Ogre, I mean, we won. Actually, that's not bad damage. Like compared to, say, the Knight. That speed. Ugh. Speed is slow. Really slow. All right. So we will go to our next match. We will pick a couple more new ones and we'll be back. All right, so this is the comp we got. We got Illusionist, we got Clown, we took Gunner as well. Clown, though, I'm worried. Is it just going to mark the Necro's Ghoul every time as the lowest HP? Because that's not going to be good for me if that's all it does. This is a weird comp. I don't know if it's actually any good or not, if I'm being honest. So anyway, let's try it. We'll see what the Illusionist and Clown can do here. I'm curious, so we're gonna wait. Okay, so that was the Illusionist thing. So the Clown seems to be just dying mostly. I'm not seeing the Clown mark. Am I missing it? Oh, oh, that's not a good Berserker alt. No, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm getting absolutely demolished here. He has picked Necro, or the opponent has picked Necro every single game. So Illusionist is doing absolutely nothing this game. But Ninja seems to be just eating it. I mean, nothing is doing anything this game. We are just dying a whole lot mostly. All right, so that didn't work. I think that's on me. I don't think that's an indictment of these, because, I mean, we've seen Gunner be amazing, right? All right, so I'll see if I can pick a better comp here, and I'll be back. All right, so we got Cook, we got Clown, we got Shadowmancer. This is my first time trying Shadowmancer, so let's see how this works. And we took a Shield Bear just to absorb some damage, let them do their thing. They picked this comp, which is going to be annoying. I mean, I banned Devil, I banned Necro, banned Ninja. He still... I want to try the Exorcist, but they're not taking CC, right? I don't see a point in taking Exorcist if they don't have CC, right? So Yeah, can't really test Exorcist, but let's test everything else. All right, so the clown killed the ghost there. Okay, so I saw the mark on the vampire that time. Kill the ghost, kill the ghost, kill the ghost. All right, the cook seems to heal a lot. All right, so let's watch the Shadowmancer here. All right, so there's a shadow. Okay, so she just came right back to her shadow. Right, so yeah, I'm not dying very often, so I can't. Okay, so she died again. So she didn't, instead of respawning, she just went to her shadow. Right? Okay, so instead of respawning at the respawn, they just go to their shadow. Is that good though? So every 5 seconds, anybody shadow. Okay, so I lost in overtime. Okay. Wow. Clown tried to carry me there. So that's interesting. That's not what I thought it did. That is very interesting. Cook. So yeah, that seems to be a lot of healing, but it's basically it's tankier than Priestess though too, right? I think I like it better in Priestess. Well, Priestess does have when she puts her shield on someone, it buffs them, doesn't it? If I recall correctly. Where's Priestess? Yeah, increases attack speed. Right, so Cook doesn't have that. Cook is just a pure healer. Well, I guess enhances movement speed, but that's her alt, right? She's really just a tanky healer. I like it. It definitely has a place. Like, I hope to see this in my games, for sure. Alright, so we've tried everything except Exorcist, because they don't seem to want to do CC. So yeah, Gunner, I like. Cook, I like. Clown, I like. Or has a place. Illusionist, Shadowmancer, I'm not sure about. Exorcist, we haven't tried it. I don't like Ogre. But yeah, that's a look at them. I will see if I can get a good Exorcist game here on camera. I will be back. Alright, so he has some CC at least. He has the Knight. So I'm going to give the Exorcist a try here. We got Cook, got Swordsman, got Sniper. He has Ogre as well. That's the other reason why I want to see how this plays out. Can he make Ogre work? He also has Ninja and Vampire. So my Sniper's going to die a lot. Apparently my everything's going to die a lot. But Ogre, like, look, it's 15 seconds into the match, and the Ogre's just getting to the match now. So I'm trying to watch for the taunt and see if the Exorcist can cancel it. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm having a rough go of it. Sniper alt. So yeah, so I don't think the Exorcist can cancel the bleed of the ninja, right? Because you look at all the bleeds that I'm having. I didn't even notice the Exorcist alt. I don't know what it did. But he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. He's tanking a lot and dying a lot. So yeah, I'm sure there's a place for Exorcist against heavy CC comps. But it's very niche, I think. I don't think you'd want to use him anywhere else, probably. Because he doesn't do that much damage, right? Anyway, so that's a look at all of them. There's one more thing I want to look at. So I will be back when I am on one of my other save files, and we will take a look at the stat tracking. All right, so another thing they added is if you go into a champion information, you see these green and red. That means this has been buffed, this has been nerfed. So now we can click on this to view default value, so we can see how much it's been buffed or nerfed. So she's got a little extra defense, quite a bit less HP, and 0.8 extra seconds. No, sorry, 0.6 extra seconds on her ability. So she's been nerfed a little bit. Fighter, he's been nerfed, buffed, nerfed, right? Archer's just been straight up buffed, but how significantly? 0.1 seconds there. See, barely. That's barely a buff, but it is a buff, right? Nerfed, 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 buffed. Yeah, this is a great tool, especially if you you have multiple save files on the go, or if you want to, you know, it's been a while since you played a save file, you can go in and say, oh, is this good on this save file? Is this good on that save file? Right? Because you never know. What about Ghost? Ghost has been buffed. Not a lot, but enough. Because I remember Ghost was a big part of why I won World Championships on this save file. All right, but that's pretty cool. So there's one other thing I want to check. I'll be back with that. All right, so the one other major thing that was in this patch is this new history button. So I can see I started in the Amateur League, I finished first, I'm 12-2. Dyrus had the most kills, Cloud Empire had the most assists. Semi-Pro League, I finished second, but that's good enough for promotion. Third place regular season. Pro League Division 2, fourth place. I did not get promoted, so I tried it the second time. I won it, got promoted. Pro League Division 1, finished first, 15-3, tore it up, made to the semifinals of Worlds. I was feeling good. Went 14-4 the next year, champion, but then I got 3-0'd. I remember this, top 16, sound tornadoes, knocked me out there. So I came back, finished first again, and then I got world champion. And then we go in here, I can see who I picked the most. Knight, Ice Mage, Shrine Maiden, Pyro. That does not surprise me. This, I'd say, is my go-to comp. Also shows win percentage. Actually, Berserker, I won a lot with. I did not win a lot with Pyro, actually. That's one of my worst win rates. Sniper, same thing. Ghost, actually, I won a lot. Doesn't have the KDAs listed. I'm wondering if I do new matches now, if it would show the KDAs properly. Yeah, I did not pick Vampire, Gambler, or Executioner on this save file. I have picked these two in particular on my New Game Plus save file. So yeah, so that's some of the new stuff that's been added in the patch. It looks good. Makes me hopeful for the future of even more patches. One thing I would still like to see is I think I should be able to click here and I should be able to see the match summary, what I picked, what he picked, what did damage, you know, all the stats for the matches. You should be able to do. But that's just me. You know, maybe other people don't care about that. The devs, I'm sure, have a lot on their plate. Adding new champions is definitely cool. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this video, let me know. This is not a video that I usually do. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.